Hi. Looking around on the internet, it doesn't seem to be well known at all that squash can really shed kilos off your body. Maybe that knowledge is confined to squash players, I don't know. Playing daily over years, there were times when I would spend months trying to eat a lot so as not to look too skinny. Squash is also not one of those sports that very many people play. It seems to be a bit of an exclusive sport in that way. I'm going to tell you about squash because not only did it have an amazing effect on my body, it also affects your mood. It's a happy pill and it's a great way to start the day if you're a morning player. It has a lot of other great perks that I will tell you about just now. Now, I have played many sports and done a lot of different types of workout. I'm an exercise nut, and I'm particularly into intense workouts like skipping and running stairs. Out of all the sports that I've done, squash is exhilarating. Yeah, I use a lot of superlatives when talking about this sport. There are other sports that can make you feel really good, like rowing on water, racing Formula One go-karts, dancing. I'm not kidding about any of this. But squash took things to a new level for me. Now, squash can tone you and shape your body nicely, a lot like dance actually, and slim you down. Those are fantastic benefits, but that's not really why I'm in love with the sport. Like I said, squash is exciting. It is addictive. It's easy to get fanatical about it. Racket sports are nice in general, but squash has a way of giving you an extra high. There are a lot of endorphins flowing after you play. What's better than a high-calorie workout that you want to do every day? Squash is an all-over body workout. You want to do those kind of sports. You spend many hours over time doing many athletic maneuvers as you chase the ball all over the place, and you almost inadvertently work your legs, your back, and arms. Well, one arm, but cross-training helps, and you work these muscles extensively. You can end up with well-rounded fitness and a well-toned physique. Squash is very demanding. You can find yourself dying a lot on the court if you're not fit enough, and some players can really make you run. As a new and very excited player, you feel the need to really keep fit outside of the game. You also want to do weights so you can easily pick up your racket and balance the fitness of your arms. You do double workout, and this is a plus. I specialize in solo squash. I started it as a way to learn and perfect my shots, but I soon found out that it can be a whole sport in itself. Most players I know play exclusively with partners. An experienced player I know once told me that he got bored trying to play by himself. Most people hit alone for a few minutes while waiting on their friend. It takes some practice and adjustment to get a balance and a rhythm playing alone, so that you can feed the ball to yourself consistently and be able to wear yourself out on court. It's not hard though, it's just like riding a bicycle. Most players I know do not develop or practice the skill. This can be pretty limiting and you can miss out on a lot of things. Solo practice is your foundation for playing matches. This is where you develop and hone your strokes and become a dangerous opponent. You're independent as a player, and as you get used to the game, you can give yourself a very concentrated, intense workout. I've seen people looking pretty forlorn when there's nobody to play with. It is very time efficient. If you allocate yourself, say, 30 minutes, you can spend that time very effectively without having to wait for your partner who woke up late or whatever to show up. This is a great way to go if you have no coach. Okay, don't get me wrong, having said all the above, I'm in no way trying to diss playing with partners, as this is a world of fun and pretty invigorating. A lot of players like to compete immediately and pit themselves against others early on. So go where the fun is. Anyway, I was raving about solo squash. You can get so focused and absorbed. You close the door of the little room and it's just you, the ball, the wall, and your muscles moving instinctively that you forget everything around you except the game. It's a form of escapism and it's a very refreshing time out. Like meditating physically, if there is such a thing. I find it brings out the child in me. I get so engrossed I lose all self-consciousness as I chase the ball around like a kid and entertain myself. That's the cool thing about squash. You just have fun and over time you find that your body's changing. You unconsciously do so many movements. Squats, lunges, pivots, shuffles, stretches, etc. in the heat of the game. You can clock up many hours of these drills pounding the wall day after the day. This can trim and shape your body nicely. Squash can change the way your body feels. It can give you lots of energy and make you feel nimble and lighter on your feet. Strong feet, joints, legs, back, and arms. The moves I mentioned above can literally make you feel like a dancer. Squash is very vigorous. You run a lot, you sweat a lot. This means drinking more water, which is good for your system. Hitting for hours on end, not all at one go of course, builds your shots tremendously, and they become more precise and automated. You get better control over them, and it becomes easier to place them where you want. You can become a killer opponent, well, you head there, on court. As you play alone, you can develop great impulses for moving and positioning yourself for the ball. You don't have to think about the rules and the right way to do things. I find theory slows me down. You become a wild, instinctive player. Speaking of wild, you can find yourself developing a quirky, unique style all of your own. And you get lots of stamina. That goes without saying. Squash is a swift game. The ball rebounds from the wall lightning fast. You can develop very quick reflexes to ready yourself to hit the ball effectively. This game also improves your coordination. A surprising thing about squash, I found that it's a game of skill, speed, and technique, and not so much of brawn. With good fitness and similar proficiency level, you may find this sport a pretty level playing field between guys and girls. Well, in my experience anyway. I don't know how other people find it. The more you train, the more you feel like there's slightly more adrenaline in your blood all the time, and this spurs you to be even more active. Squash is classy. Squash is sexy. I love the tennis-like skirts and dresses that the girls can get to wear. And carrying around those huge racket bags, you feel like a serious athlete. Squash players are usually, in my experience, a nice bunch of people to hang out with. You bond a lot at tournaments, etc. And it goes without saying that the gym is a great place to meet like-minded people, athletic people. These are just the possibilities. All said and done, the game is just fun. That's the big deal about it. Anyway, this book gives you tips on how to learn squash on your own. In addition, this book also contains tips on stretching and breathing. These are important aspects of any workout routine and daily life. Also, get the scoop on workouts that can be used to train for squash or as general exercise, eating healthily, and drinking healthily. There's also a bio section on coping with gaining weight. If you'd like to buy the book, please head on over to the bottom of this webpage where you can buy and download this ebook immediately. Thank you for listening and have a good time.